All right, I have a question for the people out there in the world. I want to know, how am I supposed to handle this situation? Okay, so I have two kids. Okay, they're two of my students. They're both sisters, and they both got the attitude of a grown woman, and they give that attitude to everybody. But it has become increasingly worse as the little sister is now starting acting like the older sister, and both of them don't think that they can be touched. Okay? Every time you say, I'm gonna call your mama and I'm gonna call your daddy, they be like, and so go ahead. They not gonna do nothing. I'll be like, oh, okay. So they disrespectful. They talk to you type of crazy. They always got a little crook in their neck. They always rolling their eyes. They say they don't want to do something and they not gonna do it. It don't matter who they talk to them the same way. And when they attitude pop off, they attitude pop off. So I'm like, okay. Normally I don't get that attitude though. Normally I just be like, we cool, whatever. But both of these sisters have a real issue with their mouth. They run their mouth and then they start stuff with people in the classroom. They start stuff between people in the classroom and they start mess. They love starting mess. They love starting drama. That's all they want to do. So me and the youngest one had it out. Okay, we had a little back and forth, which never almost like never happens. But today she wasn't having it and I wasn't having it either because I'm not one of those teachers. Okay, I don't care. So me and her going back and forth in the hallway, and the principal come. She takes the child. The child was going back and forth with the principal for a little bit, and they cut that real short because you about to you out of here, okay? So now I'm just like, what in the world? How am I supposed to handle these two? Call the parents. I call the parents. We have a conversation. Come to find out, their mom is a teacher. So I'm like, how? How is it that teachers who have kids have the worst kids ever? I need to understand this. I don't get it. And also, if you are a teacher, how come your kid is not at the same school as you? They should be because they out here tormenting us. They need to go torment you. I'm just playing. I'm just saying. So anyway, I talked to the parent. They gave me the whole little rundown about what's going on with their dad. I'm like, okay, so they need to be in somebody's therapy. They need counseling. They need help because clearly this is them lashing out. And she's like, yeah, I know, but I be so busy. I work the same hours as you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, you got kids. Get them some help. They're like, I just don't have time. I'm like, I don't care if I'm a teacher. I don't care if I work a 9 to 5, a 9 to 10. Like, I understand it's hard out here, but when your kids are going through trauma and your kids are going through stuff like that and they're acting out to the point where now they might get kicked out of school at a young, early age, it's time to do something. Like, there's so many resources out here. Get them while you can before they not existed anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, and also take your kids with you. Take your kids with you, because at this point they're gonna be out the school. They keep getting in trouble. They're gonna be out the school, right? And they not about to be in my classroom not talking to me like this. I don't know what they do at home. So she goes on and she's like, yeah, it's gotten increasingly worse. They do the same thing to me at home. I'm like, what you mean they do the same thing to you at home? You the mama. What? And they're like, yeah, no, they act the same way with me at home, and I'm trying to figure it out. And I'm like, I can't, it's not sticking in my head. I can't figure it out in my head when a parent says that. Like, what you mean? What you mean? But anyway, so now I'm like, ma'am, if you're not getting them help, they're increasingly acting out, they're being disrespectful, they're doing X, Y, and Z. What do you think I'm going to do with them? What am I supposed to do with them if you can't do with them? I can't even use you as a threat. They're just like, my mom ain't gonna do nothing, and yet they are out here dripping in Versace and Jordans and wearing the best of the best with their hair. Like, I'm like, something's not clicking. Something's not clicking. So parents, what am I supposed to do? Admin, teachers, whoever, what am I supposed to do in this situation if your kid is acting a plum fool and you know it and they doing it at home and you can't do nothing about it? Because kicking them out of school ain't doing nothing. It's just sending them home for them to keep acting up. How am I supposed to help? This ain't even a part of my job.